Alright you guys, so today I'm actually going to be driving this home. This is the Kia Soul EV. I did charge it, but when I had it washed, I guess the guys left the doors open a little bit longer. So I only got about 96 miles listed as range. So I'm gonna be driving it home. I'm doing mainly highway, so this is the whole plan. I'm actually gonna test out how efficient these are and to see if I can actually buy one so that I can get to work and not pay any fuel. Just have to, you know, come back to work the next day and charge it and never have any costs. So that's what I want to see if I can do today. This is the Kia Soul EV Plus. So this does have a lot of little toys that I can play with. The panoramic sunroof looks amazing in here. I love the interior. It's very simplistic, yet it's so elegant. The color that they gave it is definitely a lot, like very techy per se, and I just absolutely love this. I can't wait to go over all of the features with you guys, but right now I'm definitely in a little bit of a rush to get home to the family, of course. So just showing you guys what I'm going to be driving today. I'll definitely make a video on the way back to work tomorrow, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how to drive this. There is actually a right way of driving a electric vehicle or just a hybrid. There is a way, you guys, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. It's really fun to actually see the numbers just keep going up. So that's one of my biggest things. I absolutely love electric cars and the hybrids, because at the end of the day, hey, I am a responsible adult. And when it comes to fuel, I'm definitely spending a little too much. The BMW Z4 takes nothing but premium, and the Escape with the all-wheel drive, I'm getting the same fuel consumption as the BMW. So this is definitely going to be a really nice alternative. I can't wait to actually, I do want one of these, but I definitely want to try it out and see just how good they perform while I'm listening to music, have the AC on because it's pretty hot, and you know, driving on the highway, charging my phone or whatever I want to do. I want to check that out and see if it's really worth it for me, and I hope this helps you guys out too. So I'll shoot a video, like I said, driving it tomorrow morning. I'll definitely have a lot better lighting than this, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do like it or find it informational, please share, like, and subscribe for more. I'm gonna have a lot more daily driver vehicles on this, as I am gonna open up a playlist for it. Believe me, I'm not just here to play fun and games. I love the fast cars and everything, but I am all for the dailies too. So we gotta have a little bit of everything. All right, so thank you guys so much. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be recording, and tonight I'll just be driving. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. Alright, so like I said, today I will actually be driving the Kia Soul EV to work. I'm like a couple of minutes away from work. I just wanted to film the video on it. It's a lot of mist out there today, so it's a little wet, but I will be driving this to work and showing you guys how it works. So far right now, my range is 74 miles. Last night it was about 95 after I charged it and had no electronics on. But once you turn the AC on, it does change it. For example, if I were to turn it on right now, let's say I go, yeah, there you go, see? So I turn it on and it goes down quite a bit. So I try to turn that off. I really don't need it. It does feel good outside, so all I got to do is roll the window down. And I do have it on eco mode just to kind of help me out a little bit more. I don't mind it. All it's doing is basically controlling the power input and output. So it makes it a lot smoother for you and definitely saves you a lot more gas. I'm definitely loving the electronics here and everything. The only thing is that it's kind of scary to take advantage of the luxuries like the heated seats and the cooled seats and all of that. If you're really planning on making it a short trip, it'll probably work, you know, for around the city. But if you're planning on going somewhere, you can't really use all the amenities that you have, because it will drain your battery, as I showed you. If I just turn on the automatic temperature control, my range drops. So that's about 7 miles. So yeah, that's the only thing. Now I'm gonna drive it home, to work from home, and show you guys exactly how I drive it. Alright, you guys, so it's me, Juan Garcia, again, and today I am in the Kia Soul EV, 2016 Kia Soul EV, and I drove it home last night. I never took it out on the highway. I only kind of drove the Kia Soul EV around the dealership, and like by the dealership I mean like the parking lot, and maybe just like around the block to test it out. But I never took it out on the highway. It is a completely different experience. There is no noise coming from your engine. All you're hearing is pretty much tires, but you can barely hear it because of the sound deadening. So it's definitely different. I was a little bit uncomfortable at first, but it's something that you got to get used to. For example, this morning, right now I'm driving, and it just kind of feels like the normal thing to me. It's a little bit different. What I do love about it is the fact that it tells you the range, and it's realistic. So if you turn something on that you didn't have on, for example, it will tell you, and the range will change. As I was showing earlier, the range when you turn the AC on, it changes about 7 miles. It goes down 7 miles. So that's something that I'm not really going to be taking advantage of, and I don't need it right now anyways. It's actually pretty nice. And one of the things, for example, when I drove it back, the range dropped by about 20 miles, but I'm only 16 miles away, and that's the same exact route that I used. So I only traveled 16 miles, but I did have to turn the AC every now and then. I had to turn it on because it was fogging up in here, and it was raining, so I couldn't just put the windows down. So that was one of the things that kind of, gave me like another 4 miles off of it, my original, number that I started off with. So that's the only thing. But now I'm actually going to try a different route. Instead of taking the highway, I'm going to take the back roads and see if that helps. I did leave, and I had only, actually, I'll check the video to show you guys how many miles were on the car when I left the house. And then I did have a range of 74 miles when I left. So right now it's a 73. I probably traveled 2 miles. The more that there is slowing down and braking, the more that the battery will regenerate its power. That's of course thanks to the regenerative braking system. And it is quite obvious when you're just driving. For example, if I turned off the eco mode, I wouldn't really notice it that much. When you let go of the gas, it doesn't hold on to it as much as when you do have it in eco mode. It's a little bit more drastic. I'm pretty sure that helps with regenerating the power. But for example, right now I traveled another mile and my range still hasn't dropped at all. So this is where that regenerative braking comes in handy. As uncomfortable as it may be for somebody who's just now starting to drive like a hybrid, this is an electric car, so it's a completely different beast. With the hybrid, of course, you have the option, and sometimes you have the combined power, which does help. But when you're looking at electric only, you really got to take a look at where you're going, how long it's gonna take you to get there, what you're gonna need to get there, and you have to put a lot of factors into play. So this is definitely something that is like a commuter, like a daily commuter. Like, how long it's gonna take you to get to work. That you're gonna, it's a certain distance away. You can park it here, charge it there. Like, you know what I mean? These are the things. For example, I would love to have this. From what I'm seeing, I can easily drive home from work and then drive back to work from home and charge it at work and not even have to spend a penny on fuel. So that, I mean, honestly, that would benefit me tremendously, and that's something that I'm seeing. It's just nice to be able to have that. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I want one. I'm paying almost $3 per gallon for 93. So I'm actually coming up to the turn that I need to make. So instead of getting on the highway, I'm going to take the back road. I'm going to go through 450 all the way to work. Yeah, I'm actually about to turn into 450 from Route 3. Because if I go on 50, then I'm showing you guys basically the same thing that I did last night. And I want to do a comparison, see how it works. Because like I said, look, I've traveled maybe, I'm assuming 5 miles, if not maybe 6, and my range has only dropped by 3 miles. So that's actually pretty nice, because there has been a lot of slowing down and stopping and all these things that are just going to regenerate the power. And I actually found this route last night as I was looking to see if there was a more eco-friendly route to take home. Just because what I did notice is that I never noticed this until, of course, you know, it was something crucial. But there's a lot of hills going home from work. It's just all uphill. I think I went down a hill maybe 2 times or 3 times. But everything was just uphill. The speed was definitely dropping every time that you would hit the hill. So you know, it was very different, because like I said, this is an electric car, so it's definitely gonna be different. It's gonna ride different. It's actually my first time doing an extended test drive on one of these, and so far I'm loving it, honestly. That's some really cool features. Like this one has lights around the speakers, so you can choose it to play music or do it with just the mood. So it's pretty nice. I love it. It's so cool.